South Hampton, Georgia at 6:30 p.m. on March the 8th, yet March the 9th, 2026. Now, you have one option to provide this finance the option to appear via Zoom is never presented, given, or discussed in advance. Via option 4 no Zoom link was provided for the respondents' hearing. Respondents, was the respondent's hearing aware that remote access was available to them? No such offer was made to me to appear via Zoom, and therefore Mr. Cleveland should not be allowed to appear via Zoom as well. So I'm asking that I move that this hearing be dismissed based on Mr. Cleveland not abiding by what the notification was, and he has failed to appear in and at the agreed upon location in person, failed to offer respondents to the mayor and Tarpley via Zoom, and failure to inform respondent Mayor Ann Tarpley that Zoom was an option.
Okay, hold on 1 second, let me review it. Okay, so the city attorney, what do you think we should do regarding this since, I mean, we did not specifically say we couldn't do Zoom or in person.
What, can everybody hear me? There is technically nothing in the code stating that a virtual hearing is not allowed. However, the mayor has raised questions regarding her due process. So the board has some options here. You can proceed, you can dismiss, or you may offer a continuance at a later date. With the continuous option, the board does need to be mindful of the March 13th deadline. So any continuance would need to be consented by the complainant and the respondent, meaning that a hearing might have to occur past the March 13th deadline, if the board so chooses.
Um, Mayor Ann Tarpley, when were you given notification about this meeting?
Mayor Tarpley, feel free to have the microphone if you wish.
And I don't mean to put you on the spot like that, I'm sorry.
Notification was given to me on February the 26th, which is 7 days that we've had this opportunity, or 11 days that I've had this opportunity, and 9 days that 11 days that he's had this opportunity to be and show up as this tells us to do.
Okay.
If he's gonna make a complaint, I feel like that he needs to be here making the complaint, like this says.
Sure. Oh, yes.
Does anyone know where the public notice was given for this on the website? I'm looking at the city website to see where the public notice was listed, to see if there's anything on the website or on the public notice as far as when this was going to occur and what it said.
So you asking when the agenda was posted on the website?
Well, and where it is, I was going to look at.
It's up under ethics.
And it's the same as the agenda that's handed to us.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So every city board has their section on the website, so just look up under ethics.
I'd like to ask the attorney a question. If we choose to proceed with this, would it truly deny Mayor Tarpley due process?
I am not, in this particular matter, I am not Mayor Tarpley's attorney, but there is an argument for both sides right now.
Yes. Go ahead.
It would seem that the board is put in a position where we would have to choose between dismissing the complaint outright tonight without actually hearing the evidence, which is, I thought, the purpose of the ethics board, or we would have to have a continuance, which then puts us at risk of missing our deadline, which I would like to point out to everyone has nothing to do with the members of this board, because this board did not exist until well into the 60-day deadline. And so we are given, today's the 9th, tomorrow's the city council meeting, and then we only have until the 13th to have this resolved. So we're put in a very difficult position of either having to dismiss outright right now or have a continuance with a very narrow time frame. And getting this number of people together at a public meeting in the future to abide by that deadline is very, very hard.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I would like to read one thing, section in the ethics bylaws, 5.04, rules of order and procedures. It's on. And after we read this, I would like to go into executive session to discuss what was just presented to us. In 5.04 of the Rules of Ethics, Rules of Order and Procedure, the committee shall conduct its meeting and procedure in an orderly manner as determined by the chair, committee adopted procedure to the extent not inconsistent with the City Code, Georgia Open Meeting Act, or the committee adopt hearing procedures to the most recent edition of Robert Rules of Order, newly revised, may be used as a guide for plenary procedures. Sorry.
Do I have a second for the motion to go into executive session?
I will say, what is the purpose for executive session?
To discuss what was just presented to us, either dismissing or for.
Right, but I will say, the committee, under the Georgia Open Meetings Act, there's a very narrow scope of what we can go into executive session for,
Okay.
and that's personnel, real estate, or litigation. None of that pertains
Okay.
to this. This is an open public hearing, so anything on the record has to be discussed in the open. That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Do we have a copy of the Roberts Rules of newly revised?
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
Yes.
I would point out that it says that Robert's rules may be used. The language is not exclusive.
Mhm.
Correct. I think overall, if the complainant and the respondent are both willing to agree to a continuance that a hearing may have to occur past March 13th, then that may be a viable option for the committee.
Mayor Ann Tarpley, are you agreement to move the meeting to another date and time? Okay. Mr. Cleveland? You're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we go past today's mark, it's gonna be, pretty much running board, correct?
No.
Well, with
Can we get clarification? This is Attorney Judith Brennan on behalf of Devin Cleveland. As a point of clarification, can we get clarification on the question that's being asked? Is the question being asked whether or not Mr. Cleveland agrees to a continuance and is okay with going past the 60 days?
Correct.
have a question for the attorney. If we decide to dismiss a charge because of the situation that's been explained, does a complainant have an opportunity to refile it, or is that the only opportunity?
I'm not the attorney for the complainant. I
Right,
can't.
I'm
I
just asking
can't-
about city policy, not the attorney.
I mean, the complainant can do as many complaints
Okay.
as he or she chooses.
Gotcha.
You know, they could draft a complaint tomorrow about the
Okay.
color of the sky. You know, I mean, it's,
Gotcha.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
I think everyone on this committee probably does not appreciate being put into a situation where we are being asked to choose, again, between dismissing a complaint outright because, you know, we don't have both parties here, and then also, you know, being up against this deadline. I would move that we dismiss this complaint outright at this point, if nothing else, because of the position that we're in as a committee and up against the deadline. And then this may have to, you know, come back some other way, but that's not on us.
Yeah.
And so I would move that we dismiss this altogether.
I will say, I agree with you. I think that all parties should be here publicly. If somebody's gonna accuse you of something, they need to be here to be present. That's how we do in court. You have the right to face your accuser. I also second the motion that we dismiss this motion, this ethics violation against Mayor Ann Tarpley.
Point of inquiry, is there any discussion?
I disagree.
Okay.
The only reason I say that is
Sure.
we got a lot to unpack here. Yes, I understand the deadline, but we do have a lot to unpack here. Now, the question was asked to you, Mr. Attorney, will he be able to redo this down the line, or how does that work?
anybody, I believe, who is a citizen can file,
Okay.
and he can file 1,000 ethics complaints if he so chooses. You know, that's.
But saying to throw this out tonight,
I don't like to move.
yeah.
Madam Chair, I don't like it either, based on the fact that I understand what Mayor Ann Tarpley is saying. She's 100% correct on that. But in the sense of sometimes we are unable to make it even to our doctor appointment. And since Zoom has been put into play, it's been acceptable in a court of law.
Not necessarily.
Okay. But that's-
Because I'll tell you, in trial, you cannot, if somebody accuses you of a crime, that person's supposed to come in person and they have to be there and present. If they're, it's different, like if they're gonna do like a hearing or something, and just making an impact statement, but they're testifying in a court hearing procedure. They have the right to bear that person and face them in person.
Understood.
Madam Chair, call to question. Call to
Yes.
question. So basically, asking to vote on the motion that's on the table with a second to dismiss.
I second the dismissal.
I got a question.
Sure. Mr. Henry?
Okay, so if we can dismiss this today, so he does have a right, I just wanna make sure, if he wanted to file again, that just because we dismiss this today, doesn't mean he can't refile his claim.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanna make that clear.
So now, Madam Chair,
Mm-hmm.
As much as we can tell.
Based on what the attorney tells us, he can
Just a
file as many
question.
complaints.
Madam Chair,
Sorry.
did we not vote on this? That it was okay? Or did we all okay that Mr. Cleveland could do this through Zoom? We all received the email, correct?
I did not receive the
You
email.
didn't receive the email?
No, sir.
I will say, if the committee is going towards the direction of dismissal, please state on the record that it's a dismissal due to not the merits of the complaint, but due to a procedural hearing, and
Sure.
say in the motion that the complainant has the ability to refile based upon the merits
Okay.
of the complaint, because I don't want any subsequent complaint to be kicked out.
Yes, so he can refile.
Motion to amend my motion. I motion to amend my motion to include the language that we are
I second the motion.
A point of inquiry,
Yes, Ms. Grant?
yes. Can we put on the record why Mr. Coogan is not here in person?
Sure.
Mr. Cleveland received notice of this hearing on February 26th. He was then subsequently notified that he would be starting a new job and he had to travel to do the onboarding. So he did intend to be here in person. He does believe that he does object to the dismissal of his complaint, as he believes that the Zoom, this is administrative hearing, this is not a court of law. And even in a court of law, Zoom is used as a tool to continue procedurally in court. It's used at trials, it's used at hearings.
It's not used in trial.
As a practicing attorney, it is used at trial.
I work for the,
However,
ma'am, hold on 1 second. You cannot use that at all trials. Not all jurisdictions allow that. So that's not a true statement.
no, I understand that, but what I'm saying is that this is a tool that is used in many hearings.
Sure.
This is administrative hearing, this is not the court of law. The burden of proof is different in this administrative hearing. So he does object to the dismissal of this complaint, does believe that there would not be a due process issue affecting Mayor Tarpley. If Mayor Tarpley would have the opportunity to cross-examine any witnesses that are called by Mr. Cleveland, he would have the opportunity to, like, she would have the opportunity to ask questions. So dismissal of this administrative hearing is not necessary. It would not impact the due process for Mayor Tarpley.
Thank you. Mayor Tarpley, do you have something to say?
Madam Chair, just like Mr. Cleveland's attorney has so eloquently articulated his reasoning for not being here, I need to inform the council as well that I had to rearrange my whole life, my whole schedule to make sure that I was here at 6:30 on the 9th of March. So it is
Sure.
not my fault, whatever his issue was. The notice said be at 17 East Main Street South at 6:30 on the 9th. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, call the question. I would like to vote on our dismissal.
Okay. All right, so we've heard that Mr. Cleveland wants to move forward with his hearing. Mrs. Mayor Ann Tarpley, she wants the case to be dismissed. We've had motions made by Mr. Tyler and myself. Are we ready to vote as a board? All in favor to dismiss the motion and to allow Mr. Cleveland to come back and to file a new petition if needed, say aye. Aye. All opposed? 1. 5 to 1. Do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So made.
All in favor?
Uh,
All opposed?
Yes, ma'am. You gotta move close to him. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Sure.
gotta lean forward. So back here, you can't, so here you gotta lean forward. Oh, okay. Got it, right?